Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system? But it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
Oh my gosh, I loved that. I love that. Honestly, a 1.5 rating for Joy Behar is pretty sweet. It's a little too flattering. Like, I'm surprised he rated her that high, but it's of course these ugly women. Fox News' Greg Gutfeld just destroyed The View, saying that they are ugly 1.5s, and this is of course in response to The View's horrific claims against White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, saying that she only got her job because she's a 10. Okay, let me show you that first clip before I show you what Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld had to say in response, because it is comical.
Yeah, I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework, because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. That was, she said, there will be no wokeness here. Oh, yeah. Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job. Yeah. Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason, because Black people couldn't get into colleges, because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not Black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world. So please stop using that phrase and talking about, because you don't understand what you're saying. You're saying about yourself that, you know, hey, that's a terrible thing to be. It's not a terrible thing to be. That's why we fought. That's what we were fighting for, so that you could stand in that podium, so that
I'm sorry, Whoopi, what fighting did you do? From the looks of it, you've never left this freaking stupid round table called The View or The Spew. Ew.
Catherine Jean.
You know, what rhymes with The View? Ew. Can I get an amen?
Yeah, could stand at that podium. So women of all kinds of colors and ilks, wherever they came from, whatever their belief system was, they had the opportunity to bust down that door.
And by the way, I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Anyways, you guys get the point. They are saying that Caroline Leavitt only got her job because allegedly she's a 10. Very funny. Aren't you guys supposed to be happy that a woman is a White House press secretary? Shouldn't you guys be happy? Like, aren't these feminists supposed to be all about empowering women and, you know, giving positions to women, which, by the way, I'm against. I don't think any leadership position should be taken by a woman. I think women should stay in the home. But according to what they ascribe to, shouldn't they be happy for her? But no. They want a woman like Karine Jean-Pierre, who's a Black lesbian. And even if Donald Trump were to put a right-wing Black lesbian up to be his White House press secretary, of course they would still find any reason to hate on her and find her wrong for the position, because it's not really about finding a crime per se. It's really find me the person and I'll find you the crime. That's how these leftists operate. Now I want to show you guys what Greg Gutfeld had to say, because he completely annihilated these bitches. And let me tell you, it is hilarious. And I'm including Jesse Waters' take on this too, because I kind of agreed with it and I thought it was also comical. They're both funny men, of course.
Do their thing and not worry about the criticism from folks like at The View.
Okay, right, Jesse? Conservative women shouldn't care.
I don't speak for women. I've tried that. That did not go well. But blonde women overrepresented behind the White House podium, and it's time to bring back the brunettes. That's what people...
Listen, let's be real. Women are overrepresented behind the White House podium. Like, bring a guy in there for gosh sakes. Come on.
They're saying, not me.
said that.
Like, honestly, Andrew Tate should be White House press secretary. By the way, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you subscribe and like today's video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading your guys' thoughts on everything I talk about.
If someone had told me that I only got this job because I was a 10, I would have said thank you.
Exactly.
Boom. There you go. Thank you. You think I'm so hot that I'm that hot that that's the only reason I got this job. Amazing. And Jesse Waters is about to, or no, Greg Gutfeld will say something in just a second, which is precisely what I thought about when I first heard Joy Behar call Caroline a 10. You'll see what I mean in just a second. It's kind of controversial. I might make some of the people that are MAGA loyalists a little mad, but that's what I do here. I like triggering not just those on the left, but those on the right too. I'm always going to say what I actually think. If you can't take it, I don't know, go back to your little safe space, okay?
And to Jessica's point, the condom bombs are real. The Israeli media has been all over the story, and I am more in touch with the Israeli media than you. Go figure.
They're my people.
Go figure. Kaboom.
Gutfeld.
That was a condom blowing up in your face.
Gutfeld, go.
Well, is she really a 10? We'll be right back. No.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. That's kind of my thought, too. I was like, is Caroline Leavitt really a 10? Like, we're saying that she's perfect looking. She's pretty, she's cute, but I've seen hotter girls. I have. I'm sorry. There's hotter girls than her. Like Megan Fox in her prime, way hotter than Caroline Leavitt. Okay, let's talk about 10s. Not her. Anyways, moving on to when Greg Gutfeld actually annihilates her.
Jesse was a 7.
Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system? But it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
Oh my gosh, I loved that. I love that. Honestly, a 1.5 rating for Joy Behar is pretty sweet. It's a little too flattering. Like, I'm surprised he rated her that high, but it's of course these ugly women who are leftist, psychotic, ugly women. You know, my husband always says, and I always repeat it, that these women from The View are as ugly on the inside as they are on the outside. And that's so true. It rings so true with these women. And of course, they're going to hate on her because she's better looking than them. Of course. It's so predictable. Lastly, I wanted to share with you guys this tweet from Laverne Spicer on Twitter. I know her in real life. She's really funny and she has some of the most fire tweets. So definitely give her a follow. Along with myself on Twitter at Isabella is Moody. She said, "Dear Joy Behar, who the F are you to say President Trump only hired Caroline Leavitt because she's a 10? Which you ain't even a 0. See, Laverne was on the same train that I was. I was like, really, Greg Gutfeld, a 1.5 that high for Joy Behar? What the heck? What is this grading system you have here? Anyways, can't none of y'all liberal view skanks hold a mother effing candle to conservative women? Caroline Leavitt runs circles around that lying ass lactrine Jean Pierre, which is so true. Do you guys remember that White House press secretary, Karine, what is her name? Whatever, Jean Pierre, whatever. You know the one. She could never answer any questions. And she made Jen Psaki, who I've said is Jen Psaki, she's full of Psaki. She made her look smart. And even Jen Psaki would always have to answer every single question with, "I'll circle back to you." And thanks to her, now I can't even hear the phrase circle back without wanting to vomit. Anyways, she don't duck, dodge, deflect, or circle back. She knows her mother effing shit. By the way, which one of y'all stupid ass hags is KJP gonna be replacing now she out of a job? I suggest you, Joy, because your old nasty ass done got long in the tooth. I don't know what that means, but I think I like it. It's way past time for you hateful ass to be put out to pasture. Bye, Felicia. Very funny stuff here, guys. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. I really love seeing what you guys have to say. Make sure you like the video on the way out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.